Gangsters, what's up, guys? I'm sorry, I saw that on a movie clip on YouTube. I just can't. It was like the funniest thing because it was like this. I don't know. I just couldn't get it out of my head. I just had to start the video like that. But anyway, so after you help Mr. Briny recover his Pico and help them recover the Devon goods and get your Pokénav, you can come down to the route after Petalburg City. No, not this route, and not this woods. The route before this, because Mr. Briny needs you for something else. So, or actually, yes, something as a token of his appreciation or something like that. So you can get a tiny mushroom right here, which you can sell. You can get some money. It's cool. Oh, neat. That's like, I don't know. But anyway, she's like, oh, neat. I mean, it's kind of funny. Like, who says neat? Like what? Like, you sound like you're some like 9-year-old like kid, some like 90-year-old kid from like the 50s or something. I don't know. I mean, isn't that when people were saying that? I mean, it's like G. Willikers or something. I don't know, but Tail, screw that. I am not going to get a flying type yet, so gonna get a great ball right here. Oh, by the way, Miracle Seed. It if you give it to a Pokemon, it has grass type moves. It boosts the power of those grass type moves by either 10 or 20%. I believe it's 20%. So it's actually can be really helpful in some places. And I'm gonna run into another Pokemon here. Zigzagoon. Screw that. I already have a Zigzagoon. But anyways, you can get another tiny mushroom right here. We're gonna get rich. We're gonna get 500 whole dollars or something like that. Poké dollars, that is, which amounts to, I don't know, probably like 5 in the real world. I mean, Shroomish. I already have one of these two, so. I mean, it's too bad we couldn't run to a Slakoth just because that'd be cool because they're awesome. But let's come out of here. This is the route I was talking about, Route 104, and you can go into Mr. Briny's cottage. If I was wrong on the name, I was gonna be really pissed. No, it's like not Mr. Briny, but hold on, lass. Wait up, oh darling Pico. Yeah. Letter bound for. Okay. Anchors away. It was funny because like. Whenever he says that right there, I don't know, like, I mean, because I thought, like, anchors away, like, A-W-A-Y, it's spelled A-W-E-I-G-H or something like that. I always, like, say it like, anchors away. I always say it to myself like that. Anchors away, pick always setting sail, my darling. That was really bad. So you can actually go already, oh, wait, no. Not yet. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I make mistakes like the rest of us. How you can't blame me. So, no, do not talk. No, everyone idolizes him. This is silk scarf. Cutting edge of fashion. It's twinkling. I don't think a scarf made out of silk. Can it twinkle? I mean, it's not like... Can it? I don't know. Who the hell cares? There's nothing in here. I don't even know why I came in here. You can get something in there later, but not now. Let's go. Actually, I want to battle this guy. I think it's the guy later who I don't want to battle. What if my rod hooks a big one when I'm in the wash? Oh my god. My rod hooks a big one when I'm in the washroom. My rod. I don't know. I mean, make of that what you will. I don't know. It might be kind of immature for me to bring that up, but you know what? I don't care. Great. So Ralts has this ability called Synchronize, by the way, and if he's afflicted by a status condition, it will put that status condition on the other Pokemon as well. But Tentacool is a poison type, so the poison will not affect Tentacool, which is sad. Because I want Tentacool to get poisoned and die, because he's my enemy. In this game, everyone is your enemy. No one is your friend. You're out to destroy everyone and anyone and everyone because they're your enemy. And I'm just going to go for a Mud Slap right here because he's weak to ground because he's a poison type. Oh yeah, Tentacool. Tentacool, I'm just going to say, actually, a pretty good Pokemon. He's got really good special defense. He's got a pretty good special attack. Not very good physical defense. But, you know, he's a pretty good water type. I mean, he can learn, like, Sludge Bomb. Oh, my God. I need to heal my Ralts. Wait for it. I thought I was going to burp. I passed. Such a shame. Oh. I guess I need to go back to the, Oh, great. Yeah, I hated how in this game, whenever you take one step, it if they're poisoned, it takes away one point of their health. But in like 4th generation and onward, I believe, it will only go down to 1 health point, and then it'll say like the poison faded away. But here it just kills you, so that kind of sucks that they didn't do that update yet. What should I do? Oh, I was talking about Tentacool. But yeah, Tentacool, pretty good Pokemon. Good special defense, good special attack, can learn like stuff like Sludge Bomb, Surf, Ice Beam. Its physical defense isn't good, like I said, but it gets a move called Barrier, which ups its defense by 2 stages whenever you use it, which is actually very nice for it. Also, on this route, you can get on this route. I don't even know. I'm kind of drawing a blank right here. You can get Magikarp by fishing, and you can actually get an old rod in here. I'm just gonna show you how to do that in a minute. Magikarp, as you all know, he's not very good. Then he goes to level 20, and whoa, he's a Gyarados, and he's really good. And that's really all I have to say about him. He evolves into Gyarados. I mean, you know the drill, he's Magikarp. But in this game, I'd say pick Tentacool over him. Because in this game, you know, as you know, Gyarados is a physical attacker. And Waterfall in this game is special, not physical. So he can't really take advantage of he can't take advantage of any water type moves. Physical water type moves, because there aren't any in this game. So I would say pass on Gyarados. And if you want to get a good water type on here, get a Tentacool. Unless you can pick the Mudkip, because don't have 2 water types, because that's just not smart. That's just not smart. So I'm just gonna keep using Confusion. Wow, intimidating. I always thought it'd be kind of funny if like Magikarp, there was this thing where like Splash, like after it's down to 1 power point left and you can only use it 1 more time. When he uses Splash, or when it runs out, like he gains this like amazing move or something, and you use it and it like wipes out all the Pokemon on your team and like destroys you. I mean, I don't know. Well, I guess if you're going up against a Magikarp and you let it live long enough, that's an alliteration or whatever it's called, and you let it live long enough to the point where it's used like Splash 40 times, then I think you deserve having your whole team be destroyed. So this guy gives you his rod, his old rod. Nasty. Yeah, that's kind of immature for me to, I don't know, kind of, but catch it and pulls on. Oh god. Never mind. So you can fish on here. Like I said, Magikarp, Tentacool, pretty good, pretty good. By the way, Tentacool evolves at like level 30 or something, so. Hey, you, it gets awfully dark ahead, tough to Flash. So, he'll give you Flash, and basically what that will do is, it's like Sand Attack. It decreases the accuracy of the opposing Pokemon, and it lights up dark places if you have beaten the gym leader, which I have not, because I'm not going to do that yet, because I'm going to catch a Pokemon. And so, Pokemon you can get in here, you can get a Zubat, which you know, he's Zubat. He appears in every single freaking cave, in every single Pokemon game there is. He's Zubat. I mean, everyone knows Zubat. Abra, I explained him before, back on the route he was in. Geodude, I did not really explain. I don't think I've said anything about Geodude yet. Actually, let's just keep Ralts in the front. Geodude is a rock ground type. He has very good attack, very good defense. He gets, I guess, some pretty good moves. You can teach him, like, you can teach him Rock Tomb, that TM you got from the gym leader Roxanne. I believe he learns Earthquake, like Explosion. But like Abra, to evolve into his final form, you need to trade him. And unlike Abra, Graveler, its second evolution is not very good on its own. It's actually so I would say really only get this thing if you're going to be able to trade it and get Golem. Great. Fabulous. Okay. But oh wow. This is just bad. So yeah, Geodude, I would say probably only get him if you're going to be able to trade and get Golem, because he's really not that great as Graveler on his own, unlike Kadabra. So yeah, but the thing about Geodude, for a for an unevolved Pokemon, he's actually really good at like the beginning of the game. And oh, I actually didn't say I wanted to catch a Pokemon in here. Aaron, I'll go into that in a minute. I'm just gonna catch this guy because I'm gonna use him on my team. How anticlimactic can it get? So yeah, Geodude, he has like 80 attack and 100 defense, and it hasn't even evolved yet. And so at the beginning of the game, he's pretty powerful, but then as it gets on, you really need to evolve him. So, anyways, Aaron, I'm just gonna talk about him right now. Aaron. Oh, wow, that's perfect. He's got like a perfect nature and a perfect the ability I wanted on. So that's great. Aaron. Also very attack and defense based. It's a rock steel type. It evolves into Lairon at level like 32, I believe, and then to Aggron at level 42. Aggron has insane defense, has like 180 defense. It's just really good. You can teach it like Earthquake, Rock Tomb. I just love this thing. It's awesome. It's really great Pokemon. Really great to use on your team. It's just an all-around good Pokemon. And if it has the ability Rocket, it can have two abilities. Sturdy, I've said what that does before. You know, it prevents against one-hit knockout moves like Fisher and stuff. Until it got good in the 5th generation. Now it just sucks. And Rockhead, basically what it does, moves like Double Edge that would usually do Recoil. The Recoil, it doesn't do Recoil on them. So it gets a move called Double Edge later on, which is 120 power. It's a normal type move. It's actually pretty good. And it would usually do like a third of the damage you did to the opponent. It would do Recoil. It would do that much Recoil to you. So if you did 60 hit points of damage to the other guy, it'd take 20 hit points away from you. Well, Rockhead makes it so it doesn't do that. So it's nice. Because you get a nice powerful move, and there's no catch. So yeah. And then yeah, I think I'm going through you too fast because I can't even explain all the Pokemon. Makuhita. Makuhita is a pure fighting type. It's very fat. It's a fat Pikachu. I remember in like one of Nintendo Capri Sun's videos or something, like first time I played Pokemon Side, where he was like, "It's a fat Pikachu" or something like that. I don't know what made me crack me up, but that is what he looks like. He looks like a fat Pikachu. So Makuhita has a ton of HP and a lot of attack. It evolves into Hariyama at level 24, I believe, and has one of two abilities. Obviously, you can only have one ability at one time. It has either Thick Fat or Guts, and what Thick Fat does is it like basically it makes fire and ice type moves not very effective against that Pokemon. So they only do 50% of the normal damage they would do. And what Guts does is if you have a status move, like if you're paralyzed or poisoned or burned, I think, or even if you're asleep, I keep saying that. Well, I only said it twice, but whatever. It will boost your attack by 50%. So that's, I would say Guts is probably the better ability of the two, but you know, it's a very bulky Pokemon. It's pretty good to use on your team. And then the final Pokemon I would like to talk about, actually there's two more. These are version exclusives. Sableye for Sapphire. Sableye you can find on the basement floor, you know, where it's dark. By the way, you can only find certain Pokemon in certain like areas. Like you can find Zubat, Abra, Geodude, and Makuhita up on this floor. The room Steven is in, you can find Zubat, Abra, Makuhita, and Aaron. And on the first basement floor, you can find Zubat, Abra, Makuhita, Sableye, Mawile, and Aaron. And, you know, basically that. Actually, there's 3 more Pokemon I need to talk about in here. So I'm just going to get out of here, and I'm just going to explain these Pokemon. So, another one of the Pokemon you can find in here is Mawile. Sableye. I'm going too fast right now. Sableye. Sableye is a Pokemon that has no weaknesses. Up until 6th generation, of course, with Fairy type. But that's not the point. Sableye is a Ghost Dark type, and the one special thing about Sableye, there's one special thing about Sableye. The next gym leader, Brawly, he can be very hard in both games, in Pokemon Sapphire and Emerald, more specifically, Pokemon Emerald. However, Sableye is completely immune to all of their moves, because they either have normal, fighting, or psychic type moves, except for the Makuhita in Sapphire and Ruby, which has knockoff, which that's a special type dark type move with, like I said it's dark type. My god. A special type move that's only 20 power, plus Makuhita is like base 20 special attacks, so you don't have to worry about that. So what you can do with Sableye, you just go catch one of these things, keep it at level, whatever level it is, level 9 or 10 or 11, and you can basically just use like Scratch or something and take out his whole team, which is a really good strategy. If you're struggling with it, I might call it, like, you might think it's like cheating or something, but I don't know, I think it'd be a really useful strategy to use against, you know, the gym leader. But it sucks as a Pokemon pretty much outside of that, so just drop it afterwards unless you want to challenge. Mawile, nothing really special with this guy. He's a Steel Dark type, I believe, and there's nothing useful he can do, unlike Sableye. He's not really that great of a Pokemon, so I would pretty much say pass on that. Can't really get any great moves. And then, okay, as you saw those rocks in there, you can get an HM later on called Rock Smash, and you can obviously smash those little, not these rocks right here, but the ones that are like dark brown, you know, kind of. You can smash those rocks, and sometimes you'll find a Pokemon in them. And you can find a Geodude 70% of the time, and what can you find for the other 30% of the time, Nathan? You can find a Pokemon called Nosepass, and I already told you about Nosepass because the gym leader Roxanne had one. And that is how you get Nosepass in the game. So, that's it. So, that was really kind of choppy how I went through all that there. I sped through the cave way too fast and just, ugh. So, after going through there, we can now take on... I don't want to go in yet. I spoiled it. After taking on the cave, we can now take on the Dewford gym leader. Bye.